Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. It's the Soul Leader. I wanted to talk today about flowers. This is the topic that the Lord has given me to speak on. And this came out of nowhere. My son, he just so happened to be staring at a cartoon that him and his sister watches, right? And flowers, they were talking about flowers, and the Lord was like, that's a word, go share your take on flowers, right? So I went and looked up some extra things so I can compare it to people, because I even know that life has cycles, whether it's with animals, the animal kingdom, whether it's with people, plants, all life has cycles, right? But this is about plants, and I'm using plants as a reference as people. Now, basically what I wanted to talk about was the cycle of a plant, how plants grow, and why plants face the sun and why they need the sun, right? So the first thing I wrote is that a flower bud forms, right? And the bud usually forms like, okay, you need good soil. The soil has to be good, right? A seed has to be planted. It has to be watered, and it needs a lot of sunlight in order to get the cycle of the plant going, right? So the life cycles of a plant is a seed, a sprout, which turns into a small plant, which turns into an adult plant, right? All right, the major stages of plants is the seed, the germination, the growth, the reproduction, pollination, and the seed spreading stages. Now, when I speak about plants and seeds and stuff, let's think about that seed you plant. Whether it's, say you in the field, right, and you plant some seeds, and this is based off of Bible verses. You plant those seeds. Whether they're good or bad, some will grow and some will wither. Let's talk about how a plant will grow. Plants need soil and water and sunlight, and then it will start to grow, okay? All right, why do people and plants need the sunlight, right? Because the sun gives energy, and we all are energy, right? That's why it's important to be outside. If you think about what's going on and how long we've been stuck in the house, and how some of us who are already being distant, and how what's going on actually pushed more people further away from each other because people are afraid of getting sick instead of putting their faith in God, right? So, with that being said, you notice when we all were kids, and my generation, because my generation was the last generation that actually enjoyed being outside. We had computers and stuff, but we didn't, that was for projects. That was for school. We didn't care about that. And when I think about how I was as a kid, I had a lot of energy. I had a lot of things done. In my mind, my imagination, everything would just flourish from being out in that sun. Plants need the same thing too. This is why they face the sun. Plants, they need room to grow. They need the right temperature. They need water. They need nutrients. They need air. They need light, and they need time. The same way as in your own life. You have to plant a seed. You plant seeds, right? And you look forward to things growing. You look forward to things going your way. You look forward to things being in your favor because of the seed you planted, right? And you got to water it, meaning you got to put in the work. You got to put work towards whatever you're trying to do, because that's the only thing that's going to help that seed you planted grow. And you're going to need a lot of light. Like, meaning you have to be that light in your own situation. You can't wait for somebody to shine a light for you. You got to shine a light on your own situation. If it's dark in your tunnel, will be the light in your own tunnel. It needs water and air. Think about, what are you drinking? Are you thirsty for the word? Because there's well at the well. There's water at the well. If you're thirsty, trust me, it really is. If you ever thirsty, go drink from the well. Don't go seeking other things that are not going to please you forever. There are things that we all seek that are only temporary pleasures. I am guilty of it. You need air, which is the oxygen to breathe. Give yourself time. Take it all in, but take your time. It takes time to allow things to grow. Like this channel, it's going to take some time. I don't expect it to grow overnight. If it does, that is a blessing from God. But what I'm saying is, like, anything that you put your faith into, you cannot have faith without works. And that's where all of this is coming from. You know, these are not my own words. Lord is speaking to me, and I'm just trying to convey this in the best way that I can. So let's talk about photosynthesis. The stage of photosynthesis. Plants, they convert light into light, oxygen, and water into carbohydrates, which is energy. When you think about carbohydrates, which is, I think, it's the carbohydrates. Don't quote me, y'all. Isn't that the sugar that be in our body? Like the foods we eat breaks things down into sugar, into energy, or whatever it's called. Don't quote me. I don't clearly remember. You can go look yourself. But I know that carbohydrates converts the things that we eat into energy. A lot of times we don't eat a lot of things, so that's why tongue-tied. A lot of times we don't eat a lot of the right things. And so that's why we have a lack of energy. You're wondering why you can't get up in the morning, or why you can't focus, or why you feel foggy and stuff. It's because of the things that we are eating. We're not feeding ourselves healthy carbohydrates. You know, we're eating chips, we're eating cookies, we're eating pies, we're eating cakes. And sugar is the reason why a lot of people have diabetes. And not even that. Sugar has been the death of many African American people. I don't even want to say African American. I want to say black people. All right. Let me see. Carbohydrates cannot be manufactured. The energy reserves are depleted when plants die. Okay. So when there's not enough light, a plant will wither, right? For instance, it's either you're going to walk with God or you're going to walk with Satan, right? And some of us really desire to walk with God, right? But some of us have more darkness in us than light, right? And that little bit of light, all you need is that little bit to shine on all that darkness, right? Darkness don't mean necessarily always that you're just choosing it. Stop. I'm making a video. Sometimes we are sometimes circumstances are not in our control, and sometimes some of us are born into darkness, right? And with that being said, you need lights, because the light will shine on the darkness. It will drive out the darkness. It will illuminate the darkness, right? Sometimes other people can't illuminate it for you. You have to illuminate it on yourself. You have to tap into and notice those things about yourself that are not positive. Meaning you might be a gossiper, or you might have a negative mindset, meaning like you always look for the worst in situations. You might be the type of person who panic really quick when something doesn't go your way. That's what I mean by negative. Not meaning that, oh, you're some Satanist or nothing. No. Darkness can be a number of things. The roots absorb water and nutrients from the soil. So think about like a tree. And what the tree have, it has the root. It has the bark. It has the branches. It has the leaves. You know, plants use, I'm talking. Stop, baby. Stop, because you're not even supposed to be in here. Plants use carbon dioxide in the day. And at night, trees and stuff release carbon dioxide, right? So that's not really a good idea to sleep under a tree, I read. Okay. Carbon dioxide can be pretty dangerous for humans. So when I was writing down that part, it made me think about the tree. And I'm going to use the carbon dioxide as the negativity, right? And in order for trees to grow, right? What do trees represent? Trees represent wisdom because trees been here since the beginning of life. Trees has been here when there were beasts on the earth. Trees were been here through every different type of human who ever crossed the earth, any animal or whatever, right? They've been here since the beginning of life. We need trees because they produce oxygen, right? That's why we need to become trees, right? Because the older we get, there are people being born every second, every minute, every hour of every day, right? And what I see going on in life right now is a lot of our elders have passed on, right? We are stuck with a lot of old people. That's what we're stuck with, right? We have the older competing with the younger disrespecting the older, and I feel like there's not enough elders who are grooming the youth. It's like they're trying to compete and they're wishing that they were still youthful. Listen, you could be an elder and still be youthful, right? But it's what you're doing while you're youthful, as an elder. Meaning, just because you're an elder and you want to be youthful don't mean you got to go dressing like younger people. Stop, Ivy. You're being rude. Stop. Get that off my bed. Now, my daughter being rude on purpose, but I gotta record this. I gotta record through the kids. What else I'm noticing? It's like they're not really leaving any wisdom, anything for the newer generations to go off. Newer generations think they know everything. I hate to say it. I don't think I know everything. I know I don't know everything, but I know why I'm trying to learn anything that I can. And when I think about trees have a knowing. And I feel like what I could say to carbon dioxide could be used as a reference as of during the day, they're absorbing and giving all day long. But at night, it's more of a release. That's what I look at the carbon dioxide side as, a release. We got 24 hours in the day. We got day and night. What happens in the day? There's light. What happens in the night? There's darkness, right? So that is the reason why I'm referring to carbon dioxide in that way, because that is when the release happens at night, right? When do a lot of bad things happen? I mean, it happens in the day, but we know about those hours when the when the realm is thin and stuff like that. So y'all can kind of see where I'm going with that. TJ, why y'all messing with mommy? Okay. So I'm almost done with my point, y'all. Seeds give food to the plant, and then a baby plant grows. Move, boy, get out my video. You wanna be in my video? Stop. You can't be in my video. Get off my book. I'm sorry. Okay. Plants tuck in at night because they are highly evolved and they conserve their energy. So if you ever notice plants closing up at night, they're conserving their energy. And that's what we all should do. Conserve our energy for the right things, for the right people, the right places, the right things. Because when we give our energy to the wrong things, we deplete ourselves just like plants do when we don't water ourselves, when we don't give ourselves enough light, when we don't nurture ourselves so we don't get the proper nutrients, when we don't read, when we don't go seek what is right, when we don't walk with God, when we don't even build a relationship with God. That's how you get depleted, just like a plant that does not get enough light, enough nutrients. And if you plant a seed in bad soil, it can never grow. There's one more thing I had to say. Plants face the sun to generate energy. That's why it's important for us to get outside in the sun so we can generate that energy. You know, like the flowers in the field. You know, like I put in a video before. If you ever heard of a rapper called Big Crit, check out some of his music. And this is not for anybody who don't like cursing, who don't like the realness and want to sugarcoat and butter up everything. Because I notice what a lot of people do with the word is they butter it up. Until I started learning it for myself, I started to understand like a lot of Bible verses that wasn't explained correctly to me. The Lord doesn't dress up the word for me. He don't dress up the word for anybody. It's like a lot of pastors and preachers, they dress up the word for their own benefit. You know, none of this is for my benefit. Like I keep expressing, I had no intent on telling my business. I had no intent in sharing any part of my life. I had intent on doing other things. But the Lord like, nope. I help you, and now you're going to get out there and help other people. Now, don't get it twisted. I am still in a process of healing. I just have healed quickly in a way that was unexpected. And even when I was doing all my praying and learning on this journey, before I even had made this channel, like the Lord has been speaking to me. And like I said, I still struggle every day. Some days I could wake up and I could be experiencing anger or sadness. Stuff like that is different each and every day. But I know where my help comes from. I know who is my Father. So at the same time, I don't allow myself to get too caught up in the emotions that I feel. I don't want to allow myself to lose sight of the purpose. You know, like my kids are acting up right now, messing with me, but I'm still want to record. You know, like I spent the whole week in the dumps and I wasn't recording. And when I look back at my video, I'm like, oh, that's saying 10 days ago. Crazy, when I had plenty of content to put out during the week. But having this understanding and going through what I went through in the past week has taught me, okay, you have to keep going regardless of what's thrown your way. And don't give the devil credit for things that he hasn't done. Sometimes it is just the Lord allowing the devil to touch us. Okay? Sometimes that is just not even, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that because it is just what I said. You know, and then we go say, oh no, Satan did this. Satan, stop. Don't give him that kind of power. Don't give Satan that power. A lot of times Satan ain't did nothing either. It's you that caused it and he see that you caused something stupid. Oh, let me go play around with this foolish fool. You know, like I said, it's a choice to make a decision. It's a choice to walk in light. It's a choice to walk in darkness. Now, all I'm going to say is this. Be that flower that is planted in good soil. That same seed, I said it backwards. Be that same seed that is planted in good soil. Water your seed. Feed your seed the nutrients it needs. Let yourself absorb the light and you will flourish. You may not be where you want to be, but you are where you need to be. Even if it is not the happiest place, you will learn in your storm. All you have to do is grab an umbrella. That's it. Till next time, beautiful souls, allow me to help you, and together we can help one another. Peace and blessings till next video.